morning. Day 101 on Fortitude through Stoicism. Judgements cause disturbances. Okay, so for me it's April 10th, and we're making significant progress through unbiased thoughts, and I'm so glad at today's lesson because honestly, I had an experience yesterday. I was really struggling. So first the quote, then the lesson, then my perspective. Judgments cause disturbance. The quote, Epictetus: "It isn't events themselves that disturb people, but only their judgments about them." Continuing, talks about the samurai Musashi made a distinction between our perceived eye and our observing eye. The observing eye sees what is. The perceiving eye sees what things supposedly mean. Which one do you think causes us the most anguish? Think about that for a minute. Is it the thing or is it our perception of the thing? An event is inanimate. It's an object. It's a thing. It simply is what it is. That's what our observing eye sees. So, correlation. Last night, I jump on a plane. And as soon as I'm walking down the aisle, I'm looking to see my where my seat is. And I look down. I'm like, oh God, here we go. Person has all of their seat occupied and half of my seat. A very obese person. This, in the past, would have caused me to judge them, Some terrible things come to mind that I don't even want to say. Now, I am not a small guy, but I also managed to fit in my real estate. I can also walk down all the aisles without hitting anyone. So I'm always curious why, when everyone walks down the aisles, their fat, smelly ass has to touch me in some way. I never understand that. So before Stoicism, my flights were really rough on me. And so I'm walking down the aisle last night and I see this really fat guy. And yes, I'm going to say fat because you're fucking fat and it's disgusting. It is, because you don't take care of yourself. And I don't care any excuse in the world. There's no excuse. So I'm trying not to judge this person, but it is what it is. You are in my fucking seat. I cannot sit in my seat. I can sit half on my seat, so my back is tilted and my fucking, my hips are tilted, my back hurts, or I'm half out in the aisle, not even using a backrest. So that could have been a very uncomfortable hour and a half flight for me. I could have been judging that person next to me the whole time. Could have been perceiving that situation as negative. I could have. Took a deep breath. I said, okay, this is Stoicism in practice. I put on some music in my earbuds. I have this meditating stance that I do. I don't know, it's comfortable. I kind of cross my fingers and I rest in my chest here. And I just started breathing and I was incredibly uncomfortable. But I focused on my breathing. I started listening to the music. And before I knew it, that plane did that sort of, we are just beginning our initial descent into Chicago. And I'm like, huh. So in the past, I would have probably been turf warring with this guy, telling him to keep his fat ass in his fucking seat or buy another one, But last night, I did not let my judgments get the best of me. I did not let that hour and a half flight put a tarnish in what was otherwise an amazing day. Holy shit, talk about elevation, evolution. That's, for me, that was a huge victory because I wasn't fasting like I normally do on Fridays, because that's been my hack now. I call it a hack, but Fridays are my toughest day. We've talked about this over and over again. So I fast, so I have my energy stores are depleted, but yesterday I'm just coming off a big closing, just got a big deal done. I did a shit ton of push-ups in the airport, so I'm jacked up, got a good sweat going on the brow. And then I see this. And instead of seeing what I saw and letting it turn my day, I turned it into an exercise of Stoicism. Shit works. Fucking works. Didn't ruin my day. In fact, I feel for that person, because when it came time for the drinks and the snacks and stuff, and of course I get a seltzer, and big boy next to me gets all the snacks and a big thing of juice. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't have the gift of awareness. I don't pity him. I yearn for his enlightenment, because I know that there's a different path. And I know there's probably a lot of self-hate in there. So I felt compassionate towards this person, where in the past I felt anger, resentment, I don't know. But yesterday was different. I felt for that person. And it's not my business to engage them in a conversation, tell them how to live their lives. It's out of my control. What was in my control was my meditation. And that is what I did. And that is what saved my day yesterday. Greatest gift that we have is our mindset. It is the solution to every single problem we have. It is also the cause of every single problem we have. We start with the truth. The truth is the key. We have to start by being truthful with ourselves. And I talk about this in my 5 rules of engagement in my consulting projects. Rule number 1, no half-truths. No half-truths. You can lie to me. I expect you to lie to me. But don't you fucking dare lie to yourself. Don't you dare lie to yourself. And on that, let's have an amazing day.